Unqualified Opinions, the podcast where we talk about things that'll probably alienate you from your friends, family, and maybe even co-workers. But hey, who really cares? Welcome to the show. Welcome to the first episode of Unqualified Opinions. The great Clanker replacement. What is a clanker, you might ask? Well, a clanker is kind of a derogatory term used for robots, I guess, these days. AI, yeah.
The word clanker becoming a slur in a world where prejudice and extreme hate are identifiable aspects of society is an understandable concept.
Clanker? Clanker? Keep it pushing, bro.
I'm pretty sure, from what I can gather. My son runs around and talks about clankers, so that's kind of where I learned it from.
And here's my favorite thing to call them besides clankers. Clankers.
What the heck?
He's 10 years old, yeah. He knows all the words these days. A pretty quick description of what a clanker is. Urban Dictionary, Only the best when it comes to loose definitions or alternate definitions. Or Ebonics. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. Yeah, Ebonics. This is kind of like the Ebonics definition book. Anyways, so clanker is a racial slur against droids. What a clanker. Or a slur for robotic individuals. A robot, enter a bar. A robot, enter a bar. Anyways, a robot, enter a bar. Bartender, oi, get ya clanker. Robot, sad, beep boop. I don't know. I don't know. Let's try to look for one more here, just so maybe you get an understanding. A word only droids can say, like, but for droids. Sup, my clanker? Yeah. Some definitions are better than others. But anyways, that is essentially what a clanker is, and that's what we're going to be talking about today. Clankers and the great clanker replacement. What if the internet is mostly clankers talking to clankers? Kind of weird if you think about it. I mean, it kind of plays into the whole dead internet theory, which is kind of weird. I never really looked into it until recently. And apparently it's about, exactly what I said. A bunch of clankers talking to clankers, It's weird. I feel like a lot of people already kind of are clankers talking to clankers. I came across some cool little articles. We have our good friend Toe Rogan over there talking about dead internet theory, giving his expert advice on such things.
So this company used a bunch of chat bots on, I believe it was on Reddit. I just sent it to someone. I'll find it if you can't find it.
Oh, man. Sometimes you gotta skim through this stuff. Really takes them a long time to get to the point.
On a both moral and legal level.
Well, that's not good.
So this is what they did. Change My View is the subreddit. Long been a contentious place for Reddit users to post an opinion and understand other...
I'm still not getting there quite yet. One sec. I'll find the good part.
To be characters, including a survivor of sexual assault and a black man who opposes the Black Lives Matter movement. Worse yet, the AI models scoured the post history of users they were replying to in order to be as convincing as possible. Basically, a formalized trial run of the dead internet theory that much of the internet is already AI generated.
Pretty sure that's what I was talking about? Yeah, the AI dead internet theory. Robots, clankers, talking to clankers.
I have a surprise for you.
A surprise? What is it? I can't wait.
I got you a cookie.
A cookie? But I can't eat cookies. I can't eat cookies.
Pretty sure that's what I was talking about. Like I said, unqualified opinions, we're skimming through this stuff, because, let's be honest, we don't got time to, listen to all this. We just want to get the good stuff, right?
So the idea is that AI becomes sentient and completely fakes the internet.
fakes the internet.
Yeah, pull it up, Jamie.
There you go. I think that's the one we were looking for. Yeah. AI fakes the internet. Jeez. I mean, we can get into the nuances of all this stuff, but that's not really why I'm here. I think anyone with half a brain can kind of see where this is going, right? I mean, come on. Our appliances in our houses.
Imagine a fridge that scans your food, so you always know what you have on hand.
Our cars.
A true AI-powered cockpit is an assistant with natural language. For example, say, I'm cold, but the vehicle will change the settings in the car to adjust the surrounding to your comfort level.
Our phones, everything. It's all AI powered now. I mean, where do you think this is going to end? You know, where do you think it's going to end? Come on. I mean, it doesn't take a genius to figure this out. This is going to end in some Blade Runner. Yeah, it is. It's going to be fucking Blade Runner. All right, we've seen enough of that. So, another thing that I've noticed, which is kind of weird, is as good as everything's getting, you know, things are getting. Is it me, or am I losing my mind here? It seems like the better the things are getting, the they're getting. And so, you know, I went and asked AI, hey, AI, can you maybe, you know, tell me why everything's getting. And amongst all the other things it told me, it brought me to this one video, which I found hilarious because, you know, these kind of things in the world that we live in today, it's a breath of fresh air. It's, you realize I'm not the only one going crazy here, okay? Things are getting and they say that we're in the peak of human civilization.
Doubt. Be skeptical. Hard to believe.
Doesn't make sense. Or does it?
You can call me a shit maker. My job is to make things shitty. The official title is Unshittificator. What I do is I take things that are perfectly fine and I make them worse.
Now see, this is exactly what I was talking about. And it was crazy when I saw this because I was like, yeah, it's crazy. This is exactly what I was thinking. Like, I don't know. Sometimes I think, you know, I'm just ahead of the curve. But then I realize, no, it's very obvious stuff. It's just I'm being gaslit by society or by NPCs to make myself think that I'm crazy for, you know, pointing the elephant out in the room. But anyways, let's see what Mr. Unshittificator does. A little bit more of what he does. Trust me, I won't waste your time. Only so much this one can take, right?
More specifically, I make it shitty. I come from a long line of people making things shitty. My father was an unshittificator, his father before him, and his father before him. So yeah, it's a proud tradition in our family, making things shitty. Only be in so many places at one time. So I needed a way to scale up the business without working myself to death. And just when I needed it, the solution lands right in my lap. Enter the internet. All of a sudden, I didn't have to move around to make things shitty. I could just stay in one place and make things shitty for way more people at the same time.
Woo! That's what I'm talking about! Yeah. Woohoo!
You're not happy with the way something you really liked turns shitty.
You know, I'm realizing this video, they hit their mark because this video fucking sucks. I don't even like it. It's shitty. I can barely even make it through the video. Terrible. Yeah, so they did a great job. Wow. You know, I was expecting a much kind of different tone when I was coming into this episode. I made the script for it and everything. Well, a very loose script, kind of more what to do, not what to say. But, wow. Yeah, I'm kind of f***ing myself off right now making this video, but it's hilarious. It's hilarious, but it's annoying. It's very annoying. These are the things that I have strong opinions about. That's kind of what I was trying to say. Very, very strong opinions about. Sorry, I had to get past that. Like I said, only so much I can take of that or any of this. But yeah, they're making things terrible. I mean, there was always this, consumer motto or consumerist motto of, buying the new thing every year, but people didn't realize that a lot of the stuff was so bad quality that you're going to have to buy a new thing the next year anyway. So it was kind of designed for the dump, but they turned people into thinking it was a trend to buy the new thing every year when it was just, it's probably going to fall apart or be obsolete or whatever by the next year. Good old switcheroo. Now, in the spirit of clankers talking to clankers, like I said in this first segment, it's got me thinking. They have AI, this whole dead internet theory, robots talking to robots. Didn't really get too far into it because I think it's self-evident right now, or by now, that most of these people you see in YouTube comment sections and other things aren't real people. I mean, come on. Seriously. But, what do I know? That's why this is Unqualified Opinions. Let's be honest here. But some's telling me, no, they're not real. They're clankers. We're getting replaced online by clankers. I'm telling you. It sounded kind of something like another theory I've heard before, but it escapes me. With all that being said, it is crazy how they can really drop the ball with this technology at the same time. I mean, we have instances of things like this.
Ladies and gents, I think it's time we start leaving no star coins behind.
Ooh, I'm excited.
It's about time that you boys got to playing the sequel.
I mean, I know we're kind of flying over into a whole nother topic here, but seriously, did any of those guys sound like George Bush or whoever that was? I don't even know. I'm just bringing this up to say this, is that, as far as we've went with clankers and the robots and the AIs talking to each other and talking to us or whatever, what I'm trying to say is this, okay? As good as this technology is, there's a lot of instances of it being dog. So I'm confused. I don't know. I had this idea that it was all just going to be like this one singularity where the robots were just super smart and just this wave of AI was going to take over everything, which I kind of am getting that feeling, but when I see stuff like this, I realize maybe this shit isn't as advanced as they say it is. I don't know. Anyways, on to the next segment. Typical clanker behavior. Okay? Don't get mad at me when I say that, because I think this is going to be something that we're really going to be talking about going forward in the future, is clankers and how they behave. The closer we get to these things being sentient, if that day ever comes, we're going to have to deal with these mother and their behavior as well. So, with that being said, here's something to think about. I've always thought about a clanker going rogue, something kind of like out of Terminator or iRobot or whatever. It only brings me to one conclusion. There has to be some funny ass videos of clankers freaking out. And that's perfect for this podcast. Let's run the first clip. I guess that's impressive. Not really sure. Okay, I don't know about you, but I'm thinking that thing costs a lot of money, okay? Amongst other things, first of all, I'm not paying a bunch of money for some to put a f***ing pencil in a pencil holder, whatever that thing is, a jar. Second of all, I know they're showing me all this code stuff on the side, but I'm not convinced. I think that there's some other on the back controlling this thing. But hey, do I know? Just some asshole on YouTube. Okay. Really? I need to help the thing do what it's got to do? Now it's starting to seem like I have an old person or someone with problems that I gotta look after. What is this? Alright, you know what? I've seen enough of this. This thing's a piece of We're going on to the next one. I can't watch any more of this. This is ridiculous. I don't know who'd pay for this. It's retarded. On to the next one. It's a guy.
Just a little bit of a reminder. A word to the wise, if you will.
In a suit, dancing around. Pretend to be a robot. Look, I know this is from a while ago, but remember what I said earlier about not being sure if this is as cutting edge as they're telling us it is? Well, you started to see what I'm saying? Is it starting to kind of make sense? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm the crazy one. On to the next video. This f***ing guy's wasting my time.
Give me just a moment, please. Okay, sorry about that. I'm back. What can I get for you? Okay, sorry about that. I'm back. What can I get for you?
Do you have...
Okay, sorry about that. I'm back. What can I get for you? Okay, sorry about that.
Cortisol levels spiking, and I'm not even the one in the drive-thru. But man, honestly, next video.
Apple, so good. Apple, so good. Yes, you got like a cowgirl and you ready to Apple, Galaxy, I got your name. I'm sorry, but your favorite, pick it hard. Pick it, I love you, Corn. Apple, so good. Apple.
Was that one of the clankers, guys? I don't know. Was that one of the clankers? I hope that's AI. I don't know. That was Okay, to finish this segment off, this is where the mind happens, like I was saying. You think that this, after seeing stuff like that, you think this is a little bit of a front that these AI guys are putting up. But then you see shit like what I'm about to show you and throws you for a loop. You're like, what the f***? So, buckle up. And I'm sure a lot of you guys have maybe seen this before, but it's news to me. Alright, so indulge with me. Or if you have seen it, just fucking pretend like you haven't, okay? And because this shit blew my socks off. Anyways, here we go. Yeah, not quite like that other. Eh? I don't know what those other guys were doing, but that guy moves pretty fucking smooth, eh? You see the dents that he put into the side of the thing when he was trying to pick it up? I mean, if you go back here and look at these dents. These dents that he's got going on over here, you know? Jeez, he probably had to calibrate them or something, but that could be your fucking head, you know? You could make a coconut or something. And he doesn't even have two fucking cares about it. He's a fucking robot. Ah, man. He looks like an IKEA lampshade or something. Creepy son of a... Yeah, that's how you just stand there after he murdered you. If that doesn't concern you, fair enough. I mean, that could be my mini fridge with my beer in it. That'd be pretty cool. He did a good job. It didn't seem like you needed to help him out or recalibrate him or whatever. It kind of actually seemed like there was a robot doing it too, not some guy sitting in the back room with a VR headset on.
What sets the Pico 4 headset apart is that it not only has upper body control with the hand trackers, but it also incorporates the ankle trackers, which allow you to control the lower portion of the robot.
It was convincing, okay? It was convincing, but this next one, I think it's a little bit more convincing. I don't know. Not really a science guy, engineer guy, in case you haven't noticed. But from what I can gather, I think that this thing is looking at the to-do list, the chores list. I mean, that's pretty fucking impressive, you know? I wish I had a fucking robot to do my chores. And that's where they get you. This is where they fucking get you. Not like that piece of thing from China. This thing, you know, you watch this and you're like, this thing could do my chores. This is where they start to get you. So continue watching. check the fucking mouse traps. Like, come on, it's crazy. Okay, for you laymen out there, it just said a bunch of cool shit that said, hey, you recognize the shoe, you can pick it up and put it somewhere. For more smart guys like me, it said the same, okay, but just with a bunch of big words. So that's pretty crazy. I don't even pick up my own shoes. My kids don't even pick up my own shoes. My wife doesn't even pick up her own shoes half the time. We got a shoe rack sitting right there. We just got shoes all over the floor. So I can't lie. It makes sense. But this is where they fucking get you. I'm telling you. This thing's going to be ratting you out to the cops because you didn't, whatever you did illegal or whatever. But everything's illegal. So who gives a You tell me what's legal compared to what's illegal. It's a fucking short list of what's legal compared to what's illegal. So that's what I'm saying. I mean, this would probably be the selling point for most people. Now, I say that this would be a big selling point because, hey, let's be honest. The people that would have one of these things are the same people that would let a fucking robot walk their dog because these people don't give a shit about their dogs. They buy them, they're like, fucking accessories. I know a lot of people with money that buy things, dogs being one of them, and they don't give a shit about the dog. It's like a flex, like, oh, look, I bought a $3,000, and that looks like the kind of dog too that people would buy. Fancy little husky, Malinois, whatever they are, So the target market, I can see it right now. You just got to get over the phobia of having a robot, but I don't know. I think people with money are a perfect demographic for stuff like this, which makes perfect sense if you think about it.
You see yourself? That's a mirror, yeah. You stupid idiot. All right, cook a meal. No. That's a waste. Stop, settle down. So if you can cook me the meal, I'm gonna go out in here and play Fortnite, okay? Idiot.
I shouldn't have to explain why. That was the perfect response from the dog right there. Poor dog. Anyways, enough with this robot dog. Pretty impressive, okay? Like, come on, but pretty fucking weird too. Pretty scary. Pretty dystopian. Pretty 1984. Pretty transhumanist.
We need to be very careful with AI. We need to be very careful with robotics. We don't want to find ourselves in a James Cameron movie. Terminator.
I'm not going to get into that too much. Anyways, I got one that's a little bit above my pay grade here, but concerning nonetheless. Let's see what we got here.
There are already millions of robots today. There will be billions of robots soon. They will all need a brain.
Okay, first off, this fucking nerd just said some crazy shit. Robots need brains. Anyways, robots with brains. That's where we're going.
Alive! It's alive! It's alive!
See, I told you things were gonna get fucking weird. Robots with brains. All right, let's see what else these nerds have to say.
The artificial intelligence boom has revolutionized the digital world, but a massive barrier remains: the physical world. While large language models can write code in seconds, getting a robot to reliably fold a shirt or pack a box with the correct amount of force has been, well, difficult.
I don't know. Seems like they're doing all right with it with those other robots, but hey, let's fucking hurry this up. It's always long drawn out bullshit. Let's just get to the good stuff. In case you haven't noticed, I don't have patience for that.
The startup raised $140 million at a $440 million valuation.
Still nothing, but at least we know what the valuation of the company is.
If you take 500,000 hours and you train a model to do X, or you train a model to do Y.
These fucking nerds are the worst. One sec, hopefully we're getting there.
Of spinning it around as it's flipping it.
its first principles and figure out how we can build something that is simple but captures the Pareto distribution of 80% of capabilities and move from there.
All right, well, put it this way. Okay, put it this way. There's some nefarious going on in there, trust me. It was just too fucking nerdy and boring for me to get through, but I promise you, there was shit in there. There's some in there. I just don't got fucking time to go through it because I don't fucking have the patience to listen to these nerdy fucks. Okay. Next, the final segment of my first episode will be Clanker propaganda. This section will be about forms of Clanker propaganda over the internet and social media that have infected the average human's mind. These are subtleties, things that you might not have thought of in the beginning, or even think are affecting you on a subliminal level, but they are. They're burying themselves into your subconscious and turning your mind into pre-suggested directions. Turning your mind into pre-suggested directions. I think I f***ed that up. Implanting pre-suggested thoughts into your mind. Anyways, you get what I'm saying. So, here's some AI Clanker propaganda. I just want to say, I've ran out of things to say about how stupid a lot of the stuff in this video is already. I didn't really have much to say about it in the beginning. That's because it's f***ing clankers, robots, doing robot shit. I mean, how f***ing exciting is that? It's like talking about that robot guy from Star Wars compared to Captain Kirk. F***ing guy's boring.
No, I will not be quiet, Chewbacca. Why doesn't anyone listen to me? You don't see how that is going to help. Surrender is a perfectly acceptable alternative in extreme circumstances. The Empire may be gracious enough.
Anyways, they have Clanker influencers. Millions of views. Billions of views. Millions of followers. Lil Michaela? Now this is Clanker propaganda. You have to understand this. Because they can use these kind of weird little harlots, AI harlots, to not only rob incels out of their money and do OnlyFans and whatever else they do, but they can spread some serious propaganda if you really want to think about it. And as always, given the nature of this show, we don't need to get too far into that, but it's real, bro. Is real. This is not a video, but yet another article, and I'll make this one quick. I mean, you can just look at the title. AI influencers are raking in millions while you're struggling to pay bills. Depressing. Yes, I mean, I'll get into a couple parts of this article, but we'll keep it quick, as always. There's something deeply dystopian about watching a cartoon sausage out-earn you. Not a celebrity playing a sausage, an actual animated glitchy limbed sausage. I'm not even gonna watch the f***ing video. Let's just keep it pushing. What did the sausage say? When my cat catches me petting another cat? Huh? Anyways. Yeah, I think I'm done with this article. But you get the gist. Influencers, f***ing sausage man, are making millions of dollars. Well, you aren't. I really don't think there's much to add to that. On to the next one. Just when you thought things couldn't get worse, they do. They always do. Best AI girlfriend apps and generators. 2026, a complete guide. Another article that I really don't care to go through. I will just say that this whole topic has really bummed me out, and I'm glad that we're almost done this video. And to all the guys out there that have AI girlfriends, may God bless your soul. Okay, this is something a little bit more my speed, but still not exactly that exciting, but interesting. Stopping AI disinformation, protecting truth in the digital world. Oh man, there's so much I would love to say about my homies down at the World Economic Forum and their beautiful plans for the prosperity of humanity.
Let's also be clear. The future is not just happening. The future is built by us, by a powerful community as you here in this room.
Anyways, what I'm trying to say is, we gotta use AI to stop disinformation, man. You know, we gotta protect truth in the digital world, dude.
This morning, China is accused of using AI to spy on tech companies, financial institutions, and government agencies. It's all from the AI firm Anthropic, which says its own AI software was used in the first documented case of a worldwide cyber attack with minimal human involvement.
Yeah, I know, it's rich, right? But this is what these guys are saying, you know, and they got a picture of a hands holding a phone. It's always a way to know that you're in good hands, right? I don't even know what I'm talking about, but you know, they're saying stuff like the proliferation of artificial intelligence in the digital age has ushered in both innovations and challenges, blah 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 blah. AI can also help combat false information through analyzing patterns, blah 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 blah. That's what they do. They just blah the blah and make the world a better place one day at a time. And they want to ensure you that AI is not the villain in this story. So I say that to say this. AI-driven misinformation, biggest short-term threat to the global economy.
How quickly are AI manipulated videos and photos spreading of the war?
AI misinformation spreads really quickly.
You see, you just give it a little bit of time and the hypocrisy becomes self-evident. Right? They said this within the same year. That's how brilliant these assholes are. So AI's here to save us. AI's here to us. I don't really know what to tell you. It battles the disinformation. It creates it. Yet I'm supposed to not be confused. The way that you cannot be confused is by just do what everyone else does. Just not give a about anything. You know, I kind of honestly see the appeal in that. I really do. But anyways, it brings me back to the main point of the great Clanker replacement is I see it happening. I see it coming. We will be replaced by clankers in the near future at some level, some capacity. I mean, we already are right now. But the clankers aren't as formidable foes as we thought they were. They're actually kind of... With that being said, should we be scared? Or should we see this as a good opportunity to have a good laugh, make some good memes, and maybe the replacement will be something of comedic value, something to laugh about? Because maybe they'll take all these pointless, stupid jobs that really we shouldn't be working and we can do better things with our time. That's being positive. Or are we f***ed? You tell me. With that being said, I will have to conclude the first episode of Unqualified Opinions, the podcast. Bid you f***ing adieu, or whatever the f*** they say. Bid you adieu. I'll have to bid you adieu, or no, I'm not ending the podcast like that. No. I'll think of something good. But in the meantime, peace out. And whenever you need some unqualified opinions, no, that's not it either. No, I'll figure it out. I didn't think of an outro, you know, I didn't. But I'll figure out a good one.
Give me just a moment, please. Okay, sorry about that. I'm back. What can I get for you? Okay, sorry about that. I'm back. What can I get for you?
Do you have...
Okay, sorry about that. I'm back. What can I get for you? Okay, sorry about that.